Hi, this is Team9 and the project is made by Rakshit and Chetan. So here we'll start with our project. So this is the login page of our application Mini Facebook. So we'll try to log in with the registered user. So yes, we are able to log in with the registered user, and these are the functionality that we have deployed in our project. And now we are just logging out. Now I'll try to log in with the incorrect credential. So it says invalid username and password. So now again we'll try to log in with the correct credential. So these are the functionality. So we'll go with the change password. So we'll try to enter the new password. So even we have developed a functionality which shows wherein we'll check the checkbox and it will show the password. So yes, we'll change the password. So yes, the new password has been set. So we'll try to log in with the updated password. So yes, we are able to log in with our updated password. So we'll try to log out with this account. And now here will show up the registered user. Now we'll try to add the new user. So we need to give the username, that is mandatory, and the password. Even in password, we have done some input validation. Input validation states at least 8 character, one capital letter, one special, at least one special symbol, one numeric number. So here I am just giving the wrong input validation, which does not accept the criteria of the password. So yes, so it says as per input validation, this is the error that it is showing. Now again I'll go back to registration page, and as per the input validation, so I'll pass the correct credential. So this is the input validation. So one special symbol, one numeric, one capital letter, and at least 8 character. So I'm passing it both password and confirm password. These are the fields that is mandatory. I'll sign up. So yes, the user has been added. Proceed to login. So we'll validate this particular user is added or not in our database. We'll check in our database. So in our database as of now, we have only two registered user. So yes, so we can see the test user has been added in our database. And as of now, the user status is set to 0. So by default, initially it will be 0. So now we'll enter the username and the password. We'll sign up, and these are the functionality. Which add post. We'll go with add post. So if the user wants to add a post, it will give the post. So I'm giving it. It is mandatory. It is marked as asterisk, and then we need to pass the comment. And then we'll click add post. So yes, it has been the post has been added. We'll validate this the same in our database. So yes, the post has been added, and the post ID is 9. For this one, adding a new post, the user that has the latest post, this one, and post ID is 9. So yes, the post has been added in our database. We'll go back the same screen, then to home page. So if the user want to edit the same post, so it will click on edit post. So whatever the post the user wants to give, it will type in the new title. This is mandatory. Even the new comments is mandatory. And if once we'll click on edit post, so it won't be able to edit the post as the post ID is mandatory. So the post ID was 9. So we'll click on post ID, edit post. So it says yes, the user has edited the post. So we'll go back in the database and we'll just validate the same. As of now, it is saying adding a new post for demo. So once we'll click, so it had the post has been edited post 9 again in the post ID 9. So once we are returning, so now the new functionality which is new view post. So we need to pass the username and post ID is mandatory, which is 9. We'll click on view post, then we can see the post the user has just updated. And if you want to user wants to add some comments, we'll click on, so user wants will click on add comments, and it will add the comments that you want that the user wants to give. And post ID is mandatory, post ID 9, yes. Then add comments. So the comments has been added. The same will go back in the database and will validate this. The comments has been added. So we can see in post ID 9, the comments has been added, adding post for post 9. So even this is validated. So now we'll go back and we'll see the delete post functionality. For delete post, we need to give the post ID. We'll pass the post ID and then delete post. So yes, the post has been deleted, and it is deleted by Team9 admin, the username. We'll go back, we'll log out, and now the super user login functionality will show. So we'll click on that particular button and we'll log in with the super user login. First we'll give the wrong credential. So it says username is invalid and password. So we'll log in the super user with the correct credential. So there are three functionality: validate user. Super user can validate the user, invalidate the user, and list of you. We can see super user can see the list of active users. So once we click on list of users button, it will show all the active users. Even the latest one that we have added just now, it will show. It has showed test user in the list. So in the database, we can see the username dbuser1. The user status is active as of for now. That is 1. If the super user if the super user will type the username, and if it will click on invalidate user, so user invalidate successful. So we'll go back in the database and we'll check if the user dbuser1 has been inactivated or not. So yes, we can see the user status change from 1 to 0. So we'll try to log in with the dbuser. So as the super user has inactivated the user, that is your db user. So we'll try to log in with db user. So we can see now db user unable to log in into the application as the super user has inactivated the db user account. So it's the same. Now the super user will validate the same account db user one. So we'll click on this and user has been successfully validated. So we'll check in the database. So earlier the user status was 0. Now we'll check the user status will change from 0 to 1. That means super user has validated this particular account, DB user one. So the we'll try to log in with the same DB user. Earlier DB user one won't be able to log in, so now DB user one is able to log in as the super user has activated the account. So we are just logging out. So now we are testing with the live chat. So for that we need to open the port. So we need to open this port 4430 first. So log in again. So here we have given one functionality, that is a button start chat. Once the user click on the start chat, it goes on to the port 4430, and we'll open one more browser. So here are two browsers. So the second user will type a message. It is showing client is typing. Then once the user will enter hit, then the message will go into user one. So user one and two will see both, will chat, and it will go into vice versa. User one will type a message hello from user one. So user two can see that particular message. So yes, so user two can see the message hello from user one that user one has typed. That is it with regards to our demo. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. It was nice learning under you. Thank you so much.